I feel it feels actually sort of like a betrayal, or like you sort of feel like personally sort of offended, because if it's around where you live and it's like where you're making a home, it's like, you know, affecting what you're trying to create for yourself. So I think that when I see, I mean, I don't like it when I see it anywhere in Philly, and I think that Philly in particular has sort of a bad rep for having a lot of, like, you know, just trash around and littering and sort of like broken, abandoned buildings and things like that. So I feel like it only adds to the problem of the negative perception.
Consider vandalism as an art or a crime?
Since you prefaced it with vandalism, I think it's a crime. It's not, it might look like art, but if it's vandalism, if they're defacing a building that doesn't, the arrangements haven't been made for somebody to put something on that building, then it's vandalism and it's a crime.
I think vandalism is when you intentionally damage somebody else's property. It's not a mistake. It's not an accident. It's something that you do on purpose. I think that graffiti is misdirected art. I think it's art that has been taken into the wrong context, and so it is very artistic. And I have seen a lot of beautiful graffiti, people making, you know, murals and pictures and things like that. But it is still technically a crime because they're doing it in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Something bad, like if you're not supposed to do it, then you should get a punishment for it.
What should be the punishment?
I think they should have to clean it. I think they should have to, you know, if they know who did it.
I feel like the punishment, if it's going to be sort of restorative, should be to, you know, have to rebuild whatever it is that they broke, or have to beautify whatever it is that they, you know, made ugly, and sort of maybe reflect on the impact that physical appearance has on the way that people feel in that environment.
Is vandalism a crime or an art?
I can see how graffiti in particular is an art. I mean, there's obviously clear sort of artistic elements to it in terms of using space and color and style and shading and all that stuff. But I think that if you're putting graffiti on or otherwise vandalizing somebody else's property, there's sort of like an intent of harming them, right? Or hurting them or embarrassing them or whatever. So in that sense, I feel like it's, even though it's an art form, if it's specifically used to harm somebody, then it's a crime.